the ability to use phone conference service. Do you guys not use it on the Teams meetings? I put it in the agenda.
Does RPC need some money?
Thing. Yeah, you got any?
I could have her join by like calling my cell phone. She's gonna try.
I see here it says there's a number for her to call. I could try it real quick. I'll dump it in the chat. I don't know what more I can do.
That would be, if we get Leslie, we'll have a quorum.
I'm going to test it out myself real quick.
Okay.
Laura, this is Larry. Do you have me on?
I do, Larry.
Okay.
You're outside, I can tell.
I'm over in Fairhaven. So.
Okay.
But we're all good. We're good.
You're not joining the Planning Commission tonight by any chance, are you, Larry?
No.
Never mind. Don't worry about it. I'm on the Fairhaven Planning Commission, and we're doing this walkabout of the downtown tonight. I wondered if maybe you were a part of that. That's why you were in town.
No.
Two links in the invite. Oh.
Laura, I received the same error when I tried to phone in.
Okay.
That's the first time I've seen that. It might have something to do with the fact that this meeting is still registered to Jeremy's account.
Yeah.
And that's something that I know Devin is looking to rectify before the next meeting.
Yep.
I don't have a great recourse. I could go ask Devin if he has any recommendations.
I don't think that's necessary. I've got her, I'm texting with her. I think she could call into my phone and be present that way. Right. So let's give her another minute or two.
Larry looks like he's living his best life out there.
We don't have an option.
No, I'm with the grandkids at Carl Durfee's, and it's costing me a fortune. So.
But you're supporting local business. That's all that matters. Love a Durfee's.
This is going to be painful. Shoes, backpacks, clothes, everything. Yeah. I'm looking for a second job over here now to pay for this.
Laura, it looks like other people joined in the meantime, so I don't know if we have a quorum now.
Is there? Oh, I got a
Eliza from Goshen's there.
Oh, hey. I'm sorry. Yeah, Steve is on. Thank you. I don't have the same view, I don't think. I'm not up for. So thank you. Hi, Steve. Hi, Eliza. And hi, Caleb. And I don't need Leslie, but I need her. I don't want her to miss out. Okay, here she is. Hi, Leslie. No problem. Oh, someone else had that problem. We do have a quorum, with or without you, but we're glad to have you join us. And I think you can just stay on by phone.
That sounds great. I'll stay here.
All righty. That's it. We've got a quorum. All right. I call the meeting to order today, August 20th, 2025 at 5:08 p.m. And Nick, would you please start the recording?
We are recording.
Thank you. So we are recording. First item on business is, thank you everybody for attending. Really glad to see you and have you here. I just want to let you know my screen is in 2 pages, so I guess when people raise their hands, I can see you. But so first item on the business is approval of agenda as written, or does anybody need to make any changes? Or I'd entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve agenda.
Thank you, Bill. Is there a
Larry.
second? Larry,
Second.
thank you. All in favor to approve the agenda, please say aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Hearing none, the agenda is approved. Thank you very much. Next item is approval of previous meeting minutes of May 21st, 2025. So that was our annual meeting. And I can present them on the screen if you would like. I'm assuming that everyone has taken a look at them. And if you have any changes, please go ahead and present your changes. Otherwise, I will entertain a motion to accept the meeting minutes of May 21st, 2025 as written.
I would make that motion to accept the minutes there.
Thank you, Mark. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Was that Sam?
Steve.
Steve. Thank you, Steve. Any discussion or any need to take a look over at the minutes? Or hearing no need for discussion, put it to a vote. All in favor to approve the minutes of May 21st, 2025, please say aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
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 Any nays? Hearing none, minutes are approved. Thank you very much. All right, now I will present the warrant. And this is our first warrant that was prepared by our new treasurer. So it does look different. And this warrant was approved in July. Hang on a minute. Here it is. Oops. Okay, be good if I started at the front page. Okay, so the warrant is of our pretty much our standard monthly services. They totaled $3,165.19. They were our accounting services by Seward, our Google Workspace, our annual post office box, our consultant Vantage Point, and our website maintenance with R.C. Brayshaw, and some fees with our bank. And any questions? I'll scroll through to if you'd like to look at the invoices. As you'll see that there's a approved for payment and my signature, which is an item further down on our agenda that I'm a little out of order here. I was asked to sign these for approval, which I did go ahead and do. That's our Google. Here's our post office box for 1 year. Here's our Vantage Point statement. This is for Caleb Boone's work for submitting our grant management submittals, reporting, quarterly reporting. Thank you. And our website maintenance, which is our monthly fee of $300 and a bank fee. Any questions? I will stop sharing on that. Next item on our agenda So we've had some changes in our financial procedures. We have a new treasurer. She's on vacation actually this week. She's a staff member at Rutland Regional Planning Commission. And her name is Anna Marie Baruco. I think Anna Maria. I always say Anna Maria. It's Anna Maria. I want to just go AM. Sometime when I'm emailing, it's just AM. And great to have her. She is a professional financer person. I forget what she did in her previous position, but she's an assistant finance person at Rutland Regional now, and she is our treasurer. So she's been great. Our SAM registration is updated. We're up to date on our invoice payments and so on. We're all set with like automatic bank payments, and she has the full authority with the bank and so on. So that's gone very well. And we've been very thankful to Jackie Savala, who's was great. We gave the executive committee and a couple members pulled together a nice thank you gift for Jackie, and she really enjoyed it and responded with that she's been glad to work with us. Bill, I know you pulled her in for sure out of the Brandon town office, and you're lucky to have her. She's a wonderful lady. I've enjoyed getting to know her. But she worked closely with Anna Maria, and she continues to offer her services and anything she can do to help if needed. So she's on hand. We know where to find her and reach her. Well, that's been good. Let's see. The next item is the Rutland Regional Planning Commission. They I'm not sure. I think it's their auditor. They want us to approve the monthly warrants. So we had a plan that we thought we would do without that. The Planning Commission needs that for their process. So it's not a difficulty, but I would like the board to approve this procedure. So I think the statement would be that we need a motion to approve a new financial procedure where the Otter Creek CUD chair approves warrants with the signature, and the vice chair would approve and sign in the chair's stead as if needed.
I'd make that motion.
Thank you, Bill. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you, Mark. All in favor of this motion?
Aye.
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 Say aye. Thank you.
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Hearing no opposition, I consider it unanimously approved. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Okay, next item in financial procedures. I was hoping we do have financial procedures written, and they are now out of date. So Rutland Regional is planning to update those. We may work together. They don't have it done yet. Anyway, there's no reason to why, it doesn't matter. I was hoping to have them done by now, but we will have them done for November so we can approve them then. As well, I'll approve the bylaws. There will be just a minor amendment to coordinate with the financial procedures amendment. Next, our audit is completed. It's completed. It's been filed with the Federal Audit Clearinghouse, and it was accepted as of August 18th, 2025. Hooray! So that is done,
That's good.
and very happy to have that completed. Probably time to start the next one. Well, we won't have to do a single federal audit again. So because our dollar amounts aren't as high. Okay, any questions on financial procedures updates? Or I will move on. Next is just to talk about the quarterly reports of our partners. Consolidated, we are meeting with them now quarterly and reviewing the quarterly reports. And they've all been good. Their NPS score, which is consumer, kind of the consumer report score, is actually pretty high. It's very good. It is just for the Fidium product. It is not a score that includes their old copper telephone. A note for, and their speed and latency reports are all pass. A note to all of you, as you may know, new people possibly not, every town is offered a free courtesy service. And many of your towns have gotten in touch with Consolidated to tell them where you want that, if it's in the library or you have an emergency location. That courtesy service is supposed to be for public use. It's not for town business. For example, to set up a Wi-Fi for your town's constituents to use. So if you're missing, if anyone is not aware or is, hasn't gotten that service together with their town, usually you need to get together with your select board or your town clerk and, decide where that needs to happen. Please, you can follow through directly with Consolidated if you know the contact. Otherwise, get in touch with me and I'll just put you in touch with probably with Scott Brooks at Consolidated to get that done. He was going to give me a list, I think, of the towns that he already has it either done or the information is, he has the information and it's going to happen. I think there are some towns that are missing, so.
You're right. I brought it up yesterday importantly. So
Okay.
is that just a free Wi-Fi or can we use it for the town hall?
It's meant to be a free service that is used like for the public, for a hotspot type of location,
Right.
to use like in emergencies when, people maybe don't have service at their homes or so on.
Mhm.
Or, right, to use at a meeting house, I think is appropriate. It's not meant for your town office business.
Okay.
That's very clear. Maybe you could cheat and get away with it, but I don't think we want to.
You don't think you want to do that.
Hey, hi, Mark. This is Bill Moore, Brandon. So I reached out to them. My plan is to have them install it at our town hall. So when we have event, people could park outside of the town hall to use it. It'll be an open service. I imagine adding it to your town hall versus it being I think it should be fine. They're investigating it. So.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill. That sounds like the
Appreciate
perfect situation. Yeah.
And from firsthand experience, folks who have talked to, was it Steve Brooks? I'm just curious what the extent of the coverage allowed by the network they're install would be. Like, is there a prescribed area of coverage?
Not really. I think that they're I'm pretty sure that they're providing their standard Wi-Fi router. So, which is, I believe, I don't think it's an outdoor. Maybe Bill,
Okay.
I think it's an indoor, but
Need to be indoor.
it mostly, but those things cover a good space outdoor. I mean, I use it I don't use this one. I use our town's one, and I can park
Sure.
outside and, use it.
Yeah.
I asked because my thought went immediately to coverage of our downtown block or town square. But it sounds like that's probably too much to hope for.
Might be too much to hope for, unless you were like taking on the extender equipment on your own as the town. And I think that's something you might want to talk to, it's Scott Brooks directly and just get more information about that.
Thanks, Laura.
And you're welcome to.
Mhm.
Thanks, Sam. Okay, any other questions on consolidated? So GoNet Speed quarterly reports. I received quarterly reports. Some of you on executive committee know this already, that I received quarterly reports, but they didn't have the results of the quarterly reports. So I've gotten back to them. You know, they are doing their testing. For some reason, the spreadsheet that was presented did not have the results. So they were supposed to get them to me. They didn't yet. I don't know if it slipped through the cracks. One thing I was told was that their federal funding doesn't require them to start reporting until 2026. So, but they do owe us reporting per our agreement.
Mhm.
So, you know, I see the disconnect, but they are working on getting that to us. They did send us some more information today. It's a spreadsheet that it obviously has results, but I have a lot of questions on them. Like I wouldn't present them. I don't know what some of the columns mean. And so, sorry, I don't have them for you today, but I have a meeting set up for Friday to talk to their engineer and get that information. So it is coming. I do have their NPS scores though for quarter 1 and 2, and those are excellent as well. They were like 70 for quarter 2. So
Mhm.
both providers have very good at NPS scores. And yeah, that's all I got there. I put item 8 on our agenda saying Otter Creek constituents issues. I'd open the floor for any issues that have come to any of you as representatives. And I've heard one that I can describe to you. It's in Castleton. So I'll go ahead. You can raise your hand or just blurt
Mhm.
out. We're a small group. So I have one that came to me, and it unfortunately didn't come directly to us through our website, um, or through an email to me directly from the customer. It came through Peter Welch's office, that a customer called Peter Welch's office saying that Consolidated had come to their site and said that they would not install the service. It does turn out that it's over 2,000 feet, so it isn't a service that Consolidated can put in directly with the equipment that they have, because they are limited to 2,000 feet without building a conduit or building a pathway. So I've done my communications with Consolidated, haven't gotten an absolute answer back, but I did get further information. Scott Brooks is working on this. It sounds like they probably will construct it, actually. It's a very unusual case. Um, yeah, so I'll kind of leave it at that. This is off of Belgo Road. There are a couple homes there that have quite long driveways and appear to be on grid, which would make them an eligible customer. So, as you may know, Consolidated is moving in Vermont, I believe, I don't know, nationally perhaps, they'd like to have all fiber, and because they're really not going to put maintenance into their copper system. It's just not worth it. It's old technology. It's just not worth maintaining. So that's part of this is, to get all the customers onto fiber rather than their old copper. So there's some customers that are in this odd situation that that whole wire center consolidated would like to switch over to fiber. And they have a few customers they may need to help to get them off.
I
Wait.
have one customer issue.
Yeah, Jessica.
Yeah, so there's a person who lives in West Paulet, Frank Nelson, who I emailed. He's been trying to get hold on his own, but then he messaged me, and so I emailed you, Laura. I included you in the email, and also the two folks at Fidium who I had the info for. I forget their names, and they still haven't got back to him. Basically, he wants to talk on the phone to them or have people come out. He doesn't want to pay with a credit card online.
I remember this. Yeah, you brought this up before,
so
Jess. Yeah.
He sent it. He sent like them their third reminder or something, and they still haven't. No one's called him. So he's, I don't know what to do about it at this point.
Let's get on them.
Okay.
They jangle that chain, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I had Scott Brooks on at the time because it seemed like it was either away for a while, but he seems like he's right on it these days. So
okay, good, because last year I could never get hold of him.
Yeah, me too. Let's if you want to email again and copy me and I don't know if you have Scott's phone number, but let me get you his phone number if you don't have it. I think you're happy to follow through. I'm happy to if you don't want to. Yeah, that's what we do.
Yep.
Just jangle that chain until something happens. And these odd cases. So there's a few cases like that, but they're not the usual. I know companies do bad jobs at taking care of those oddball customers. Thanks, Jessica. Okay, moving on. OCCUD report. Larry, I see you're driving. Or do you want to you want to report on the board? I've got some things from the legislative committee on it, but I'll give Larry a minute.
He's muted.
He's muted. He's got guests at our meeting. Hi, everybody.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Now we can, yes.
The last OCCUD meeting was yesterday, and the entire meeting was focused on long drops and the affordability of long drops. There's issues where properties, whether it's mobile home, trailer parks, or multi-unit houses, are owned by an out-of-state individual, and how do they service all these individuals that live in these apartments or in the trailers? So there's affordability issue with the long drops, and that's what they're working on. So every time I listen to a OCCUD meeting, I just thank the Lord we didn't go the same route as the other CUDs. Again, the whole meeting was focused on that. So that's it.
Very good. Thank you, Larry. So I've attended the legislative committees of OCCUD, and actually I've been appointed as vice chair of OCCUD now at legislative meetings, and some of these might have been in the executive committees. There are concerns about the affordability bill that'll go through the legislature this year. As well as the consumer protection bill is also on the table in the legislature this year. There was note that I think it's Act 171. I might have written that down wrong, but has added a requirement. I think it's part of the even part of the open meeting law now. We do need to have a conflict of interest policy. So I don't think it's a big deal for us, but we should have it, and the statute now reads that we should. So I'll pull that together. I'll have it reviewed by our attorney and have that ready to present in November. A lot of discussion on BEAD, the other funding mechanism that is in process now, and it is going through. The applications are into the state. They had no wireless providers apply, but they did have low Earth satellite providers apply. It will be interesting at the Vermont Community Broadband Board meeting this Monday to get some information on how those submissions and approvals, acceptances are going. I think that's what they're hoping to hear on Monday. There have been ongoing workshops with the consultant. The name is Lehrman Center. They've been presenting on compliance and regulatory rules, the functions of the agencies of telecommunications at the federal and the state level. So they've kind of walked through all of the rules, what the FCC does, what the state PUC does, and it's been, I think, really valuable discussion, especially for the other CUDs that act as telecommunication providers, which we don't really. But it's very interesting. I've listened in to most of them, I'll say, and they are recorded. So if somebody is interested in hearing them, I can try to find out if those recordings are available for board members. Shoot me an email if you're interested, or speak up. Yep, that's all I've got on VCUDA. I've missed putting something in the agenda, but I'm going to cover it in other business, which is a report from Vantage Point from Caleb. I did it again, Caleb. Okay, VCBB report. Oh, hey, big one. Otter Creek CUD presented our grant closeout at the last meeting. Woohoo! I put together just information about how our project went. And thank you, Bill. Yay! We did it. Woohoo! And thanks to all you board members. Bill, hey, if everybody here doesn't know, Bill, you should introduce yourself, but I'm going to introduce yourself. Bill is the founder of Otter Creek CUD.
Huh.
Let me give there's that hand clap. Is there the emoji for the hand clap? There it is.
Goshen and Brandon, yeah, we got together in 2020, and with some help from actually, interesting enough that coming around full circle, RRPC, Amanda,
Right.
who's no longer there, we were able to get together, and it was great. But again, like I said, this is a community effort. How many member towns we have now? So I mean, it's
18.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been great. And I think the business plan and the method that worked for Otter Creek just was a great idea and a great match, and it turned out very well. As our closeout presentation mentioned, we were able to give almost $3 million back to the state after not even taking our full amount. So it worked out. We were under budget. We came in under schedule. And a press release has been put out. You'll see it maybe even in the late edition in the Rutland Herald. So the reporter from Rutland Herald gave me a call. I'm sure he'll misquote me. Keith usually does. And VPR, Howard Weiss Tissman interviewed me. God, I hope he doesn't do any recordings because I'm not the best speaker, but hopefully he'll take some of the information I provided. And, really thanks to you board members, not all of you, because not all of you were there at that time, but thanks anyway. But it's holding these governing boards together. We were having to meet every month and sometimes even more often. Now we're just down to quarterly. We just got to have you to run our business and remain a viable organization. So thanks to you.
Hey, Bill, this is
Oh.
Larry. I'd like to personally thank you for putting me on the OCCUD board. Thanks again.
Who was that?
This is Larry. I just want
Oh.
to thank Bill. He's the one who put me on the OCCUD board. I replaced him.
Thank you, Bill. Okay, I'll just run through these quickly. The long drop program, if you're interested in looking at what that's about, the applications are now posted on VCBB's website. So far, I'm not seeing that Otter Creek has any reason to do any applications. It's essentially to apply for grant money for them. But if we do have any customers that need them, they need to speak up. The applications are due, I think it's September 25th. So we'd have to kind of already know about it or have an idea of what's going on in our district that would require them. But our knowledge at this time is that we don't need them. I already mentioned the bead, what's going on with bead. So that was all I had for VCBB. Their next meeting is Monday. Yeah, I believe it's going to be about the bead submissions. So in other business, may I ask to have Caleb just give us a brief run through because there's not much going on with our grant submittals, but I forgot to put it in the agenda. So
yeah, no problem. No, like
Thank you,
Laura
Caleb.
said, it's very minimal right now. They're just down to quarterly reporting. And then with the closed out of the report that Laura mentioned previously, we're not sure how much longer they're going to need us to do reporting since most of the information that we are submitting stays the same. There are a few KPIs like the take rate and new customers that we get from CCI that get reported, but with no real construction money being spent anymore, there's nothing really else to report. So yeah, that's essentially where we're at.
Sounds good, Caleb. And we are still running our pre-construction grant, but the VCBB hasn't posted any means to report on that grant. So
yep, since they switched the portal, that used to be a monthly report that never really was continued once the switch happened. So that was kind of at the beginning of this year when that happened.
Right. So Caleb is still submitting our warrants to be reimbursed monthly basis. So thank you for that. Okay, does anyone have any other business to bring forward? Pretty quiet. Our next meeting is November 19th. Good grief, that's going to be almost Thanksgiving. It's too early to think about that. It's still summer, right? I'm freezing today, so but I think it's still summer. Well, it's great to see you all. I believe that we can adjourn if we have nothing else to discuss.
Take care, everyone. Good to see everybody.
Very good. I call the meeting adjourned at 5:43. Thanks, everybody. See you in November.
See you, Laura. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Nick, are you all set with everything? I guess he is.